Okay, I just found this and I was kind of sitting on it. But anyways, hi everyone. I'm actually just going to do a quick tutorial on, because I've been getting a lot of questions lately on what I've been using, what's my skin regimen. And before I even start, I'm going to show you a couple of things that are my necessities, or like my go-to things that I always have on me. Some of them are things that you may not use particularly, but the first thing that I do is, because I do have some eczema on my face, I always carry on me cortisone. So you're going to see me use this right now. I also have some epidural, because even though I'm in my 30s, I do get the occasional breakouts. Even though it's in this pump, it's not Clinique. This is actually just clean and clear, just regular formula. Best, I don't know if you can see it, but this is the best eye makeup remover that I have seen. I hate the oil kind, so this is really, really highly recommended. This is not makeup related, but for your hair, it's dry shampoo, gets you out of out of a quick mess. So this is fantastic. And for my facial soap, this was actually recommended by my doctor, and it works wonders. And this is Cetaphil. It's fantastic. I've been using it for about a year roughly. So, well, with that being said, I'm actually going to start. Oh, and this is the facial moisturizer that I use. This is Kate Somerville. And what I like about it is that it just dispenses enough to give you what you need. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and start. Sad thing is, I don't want to have to take it off all afterwards, because it's kind of late. So as you can see, I don't know if you can tell, you push it down and it gives you just enough for you to use on your face. So by the way, I washed my hands very, very. Make sure you get some on your neck, always going up. And this time I probably won't wash my hands as much, and because I usually do this in the bathroom. But I'm usually a stickler. I have a towel here, but I'm usually a stickler, and I usually wash my hands like 30,000 times in this process. I usually just use very, very little hydrocortisone and just a little on my eyebrows, because that's where I get some of my eczema, just before I start that process. And a little up here, and just in the corner of my eyes. Especially during this time of the year, you tend to see a little bit of dryness. And some of my epidural, yes, even though it's not nighttime, it's kind of like the areas that obviously I want to dry out during the day. That's it. While that dries out, I'm going to just kind of mention some of the products that I'm going to be using. No matter what anybody tells you, there is never ever such a thing as too many brushes. I have been collecting brushes for a long time, and yeah, a lot of makeup artists will tell you that yes, there is such a thing as having your basics, and I did believe that for a while, but my whole perspective on brushes is that eventually, I'm the kind of person that I don't like to have the same look every single time. I like to play with my makeup and have different looks. Sorry, I'm having birthday beer. My birthday's tomorrow. Yay! I'm getting old. I like to have different looks, so a lot of the brushes have different techniques, and not all of them will do the same job. Also, when you're applying eyeshadows, I'm not the kind of person that washes my brushes every single time. Who has time with that? I have a 2.5-year-old. I am pretty good about washing my brushes, but I really don't wash them every single time I use them. This is fantastic. I don't know if any of you have heard of this. Is a beauty blender. Eventually I'll get the Beauty Blender Pro, which is a little bit larger and it gets a little bit better into corners. This is latex free for those of you that are worried about latex ones. I have used a similar one in the past. I've used actually a couple of ones. This is by far the best one. They sell mini ones. They suck. I immediately gave them away, so yeah, this is not the best one. This has already been pre-moistened, and that actually helps with foundation. So my skin's already dry, and this is going to seem like a lot of product, but actually what I'm using is very, very minimal. So don't freak out. It's very, very minimal what I'm using. The first thing that I'm going to be using is Smashbox's CC Cream, and it's a moisturizer. It has a very light tint to it. So what it does is that it kind of just helps prevent or cover just a slight redness on your face. So as you can see, I'm not using very much. I mean, you can buy, this is a travel size, and I've had it already for a while, and it's very easy to just use. So basically, I put it in the high concentrated areas that I typically see that I get the most redness in, which is usually where I break out or where I have the most capillaries problems. Right now it's in my forehead, obviously, because I got the treatment. So, and for my eye primer, I find it best to use a combination. This is Paula Dorf. Primers, a lot of the time people are worried about it creasing, and a lot of the times I don't like to get that smoky eyeshadow look because for work it's a little too intense. That's usually more for like if you're gonna party. So what I like about Paula Dorf is that it actually gives you that flawless look, and it actually hides, you know, that darkness in the morning. So I mainly use this more as a concealer. So I just do it with my finger. So if you notice immediately, it kind of just gives you that awake look. And I like that. So if I wanted to like not wear any makeup, just throw some of this on. You're done. Now, I have every type of makeup. Low end, high end, doesn't matter. Sorry, I'm cleaning my finger. Like I said, it gets gross. e.l.f. has actually been rated, this primer has been rated one of the best primers. The good thing about it is that if you wanted to turn an eyeshadow into a liner, you do have that capacity on this end. So you kind of just like soak it and go like this, but I don't have time for that. I just buy the liquid eyeliner. But basically on this end, you kind of have a little stick. So I just dab it on. Basically more on the crease so it doesn't crease. I dab it on. Notice that I'm not gonna touch it yet. Now here's the MAC Daddy. This is Urban Decay's eyeshadow primer potion. This is the original, and this is the one that everybody basically swears by. You can also buy it in trial sizes in case you don't want to commit yourself to it first. There's lots of them out in the market, as I said, that claim they're crease proof and everything. What I like about this one in particular is that you can dab some in the bottom very, very gently without it getting into your eye. And if you were to put some eyeshadow in the bottom, it will stay. And from my experience, it lasts anywhere about 12 hours, which is pretty good, especially if you're going out to work or anything. I typically like to shake it just because sometimes things tend to separate. Squeeze it, make sure that everything is good in there, you know, squeeze. But yeah, some people are going to be like, oh my god, why isn't she putting this on with a brush? Because I like my finger better. I don't care. I really don't care what anybody says. So as you can see, this actually is a lot brighter, as you can see, compared to this one. And what I put out is very minimal. So you just gotta be careful what you squeeze. And then I'm gonna put some across the bottom of my eye. Just wanna dab it in there. Make sure you get everything. Make sure you get the inside and out here even, because sometimes your eyeshadow tends to go out. Yes, I'm making that fish face. Well, I'm like, oh. This is very necessary part of the process. When you're putting makeup on, you need to go. I don't know why. You see everybody do it. I don't know why it's necessary. Okay. So while that's drying and settling, I'm going to clean my finger again. I'm going to do my eyebrows. So, I'm a big fan of Anastasia products. And I used to have the stencils, but I really don't pluck my eyebrows. I'm barely non-existent. As you can see, my face already has like a dewy glow to it. So there's not much foundation I'm going to be putting on it afterwards. But I kind of have my own routine as to how to do my lashes, my eyebrows. So I have the Anastasia pencil and I have the brow filler, which is this, and it basically comes in two colors and has a little mirror, and I have an eyebrow brush. So, well, this is a dual-sided brush from Bare Essentials, but you can also just buy a brush. It doesn't have to be theirs. This is Sephora's eyebrow brush, so I mean, it doesn't matter. I mean, I do recommend high quality brushes. If it's going to be a synthetic brush, make sure that it's a good quality synthetic brush and not one of these cheap 99-cent ones. Some of them don't pick up. Some of them, the bristles are too rough. So, the rule with eyebrows is that you want to make sure that your eyebrows start right here. So, what I'm going to do is that I'm going to do this. So you want to make sure that your eyebrow starts here. So you mark it. You want to make sure that your eyebrow peaks right at the end of your iris. So mark it there. And you want to make sure that your eyebrow ends at the end of the corner of your eye. You don't want to have over exaggerated eyebrows. And as you can see, mine doesn't end there. So just mark it there. Same thing applies to this one. Start here. Arch is there. Did that even mark? Yeah, it did. And okay. So what I'm going to do right now is that I'm just going to turn to the mirror right here and just pencil them in. And the reason that I like to do this first is because by the time you add foundation, it tends to get all messy. And then you have foundation in there, and then you have a bunch of stuff that you really don't need in there. The reason that I like this pencil is because it actually gives you the look of lashes. The pencil is very, very thin. So you can actually control the shape of your lines. I'm a little greasy there, so this line is not cooperating right now. And like I said, because I have very thin eyebrows, oh, it's probably because of the cortisone that I put on. That's probably why. I usually only put cortisone at night, but anyways. They also sell sealers for your eyebrows. I typically don't, but because I wear glasses, so I really don't mess with them too much. And at the beginning, I kind of just, here, since I don't have any hairs, I kind of just go like this, and instead of like penciling it in, I give the effect of hairs. So that's that. Then what I like to do personally, if I can open this, is that I like to use the dark color first to do the back. And I start from the back. Finish the arch and go to the other side. Clean my brush and then go back to the lighter color. And then that's when I finish the front side. And that just kind of gives it a more, at least in my opinion, a more natural look. And that's what frames your face. So those are my eyelashes. I actually have eyelashes now. Yay. Let me just fill this little part in because it doesn't look filled in. Okay. The most underestimated palette in the world, Pulp Fiction. If you can get on Sephora right now and get it for $15, get it. These colors are phenomenal. I cannot tell you how underestimated this palette is. I actually bought a backup. Doesn't have many colors, but the colors are very pigmented. It's Urban Decay, so you cannot get more pigmented than that. Right now I'm only going for a natural look. I'm not gonna put too much in my face. Maybe my lips a little bit, but actually before I even do that, I have to put my foundation on. So first, NYX is a relatively new brand on the market, but I am becoming more and more and more attracted to it. Their products are very good. I'm not sure as to the quality of them, but they are very, very, very good. So don't be shocked about what I'm going to do because it is pretty intense. So what I'm going to do with the wand is that I'm really just going to go like this. And create a giant triangle right here, all the way up here like that. Oh yeah. And then this way, triangle. Now with that, my foundation that I use is Smashbox. And I have two types of foundation for Smashbox. I have the stick, and that's usually for more stubborn blemishes, like this one right here. And this one's more of a high definition, I guess. So I'll put this here. And guess what I'm going to use right now? Ta-da! So basically I'm just going to start doing this action right here. And blending it in. And as you can see, fantastic tool. You could even get that one. Well, for the most part. I could even go underneath my nose where you have those little capillaries that are kind of stubborn sometimes. Cover that one right up. So for this one, well, actually this one I'll do after my foundation. So where's my foundation? Where'd it go? Hello? Where's my foundation? Hello? My foundation's hiding. Okay, 1 second. Found it. Okay, so I used Smashbox 15-hour Studio Skin. What I like about it is that it still is oil-free foundation. So for those of you that are worried about it being too heavy, it does have a lot of coverage, but it is not heavy at all. So I guess I'll put it on my skin. I typically will put it on the back of my hand, but so you just dab it with your, what I'm going to do is that I guess I'm going to use the back this time. So you kind of just if you want to get it into your lips, that's absolutely fine. Make sure you get it down into your neckline. A lot of people don't know this, but you sometimes get a line of demarcation and you look horrible. Like your skin will look a completely different color than the rest of your face. I have a little palette for this, but yeah. And you could actually like mix colors. Make sure you get it into your hairline. Make sure you get here on your nose. So as you can see right now, I still have that dewy glow, and I really haven't put on much. It looks like a lot, but if you were to see how much foundation I'm using, it's not. And the fact that this sponge is wet, it really actually just helps it smear. And the fact that I'm dotting it, it just makes it almost look pixelated. So imagine like on a high definition TV. The more pixelated your skin looks, the better it's going to look. So now we're done with that. Now starts the fun part. Now we're going to start contouring. It's the best new thing that actually has come out, and I'm actually using my Sculpted Face by IT Cosmetics. It's one of the newer brands that are out there. It is pretty fantastic. It's gonna look really weird, and you guys are gonna be like, what the hell is she doing to her face? But it's pretty neat. So let's start with the contouring. If I can open it. Put this back on and now I can get it out. Great. Oh, you know what? I'm just going to cut it off. So contouring, all it does, as much as y'all hate Kim Kardashian, that is her trick. That's why her skin looks as flawless as it does. You can't blame the bitch. She knows how to do her makeup. So this is what we're gonna do. It's a set of colors that help define and darken certain areas. So let's get to it. So what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna use the darkest color first, and then we're gonna highlight the lighter colors. So with a very small brush, I'm just picking some of the dark colors, and here we go. So to thin up, I have a relatively Jewish nose, go figure, and I'm going to start right here. I personally like to just add a little to my nostril, just because. And not with this color, I'm going to go with the lighter one. I like to add a little right there. That's just me, that's just my preference. Then I'm going to add some here, some here, here. I look fantastic, huh? And I'm gonna add some here. This is a new brush that I actually need to get. I need to get a flathead eyeshadow brush, because this isn't cut it for contouring. Now, you're gonna freak out now, but actually I'll use another brush for this. Yeah, here we go. And as you can see, I'm adding a really, really strong line. Let me get it. There you go. To my face. And now I'm going to do the infamous fish face. And you see those hollows? Now here comes the fun part, your neck. I'm actually gonna accentuate my neck. So you see the hollow parts right here where your bones go? You're gonna add a little in there. Not on the bone, inside the hollows. This is also a fantastic trick to make yourself look a little bit more bronzer. So your clavicle ends there. Okay, so there you have it. I look fantastic, right? Just on a little there. I got it on my eyebrow. No, I'll fix it later. Okay, so now that we're done with that, we are going to go in and highlight, which is the opposite. So there's two different types of colors. You have a matte white and a shimmery white. I personally like the shimmery white for your nose, so this is what I'm going to do. So I'm going to go like this. And then go like this right here. And this is to add some high cheekbones. And it really doesn't matter that whether you have a shape or not, but what matters is that you kind of get it in there. Kind of just go in there and set it. My favorite trio is the Narcissistic by NARS. It has your basic bronzer, highlighter, and blush, which my favorite blush is the Orgasm. If you guys haven't heard of it, it's definitely a must-have blush. It's probably one of the best rated blushes in the world. So I'm just gonna wrong brush. I'm just gonna get my blush brush and just grab it there, suck it in, and just, you know, put some on the apples of your cheek, just a little bit, you know what I mean? I don't want to have too much makeup on, even though right now you're like, what the hell does she have on her face? But you're gonna see what I'm doing and you're gonna be like, what the hell? How the hell did she accomplish that? Because I'm a genius. I'm a freaking genius. I'm telling you. You guys just don't believe me. And I'm actually going to use... Actually, I'm going to go back to the contouring kit because I forgot my neck. And I'm going to use the white highlighter to highlight my bones. Actually, I'm going to use the shimmery one because that one's even whiter. Okay. So, there's different types of contouring brushes. I personally like this one because it's kind of like an all blending brush. But what you're going to do is that you're basically going to start blending it. So, and as you'll see, little by little, it kind of goes away. You want to make sure you brush down, not up, because you want the color to go into your neck. This one you want it to go up. You can always go back if you think you added too much. And cover it. See? I'm actually going to switch brushes for this. It's getting a little too... I'm done with that little brush for my neck. Look, I got a giant hickey. Where's the other brush? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Hello? Hello? Oh, there it is. Yeah, I actually just got a text message telling me to go shopping at Sephora. Isn't that nice? So now I'm gonna go back with my bronzing kit and just add a little bit of bronzer to take away that brown. A little bit of blush. That's a stubborn motherfucker right there. I think I applied a little too much. Trying to show off for you guys. Just some highlights. And I actually may need to wipe some of it off. So which is fine. I mean, if you apply too much, don't be afraid to wipe it off. But now I have like a sun-kissed look. And some hickeys on my neck. There you go. That's not that bad. So, just gonna add some highlighting to my neck. And by far one of my favorite highlighters ever is the Laura Mercier. So it kind of comes like this. If you can see it. And I usually just kind of dab it as if I need any more highlighter, but anyways. And I actually just go blip on my nose. And the trick with this one, that's actually really, really cool, is that if you get the shimmery one, this is actually a great, great tip. You dab it, put it right over your Cupid's bow. And I'm going to show you what to do with it afterwards. It actually gives you the illusion of a bigger lip. You see already? I just had instant filler on my lip. So, back to the Pulp Fiction. Amazing. Amazing, 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 amazing polish. So I'm going to use Righteous all over my lid. Because I don't want to put any makeup on. I think I put on enough. It's been 40 minutes. It's gonna take forever to load. And then I'm gonna put inside, and I'll do it over here in the mirror. Just in the inside of my eyes, some righteous. It comes with a two-sided brush. The inside is perfect just to get a little bit of a smoky eyeshadow. So that's what I'm going to do. And I don't want too much. I just want just enough. That's it. That's all I want. I don't want too much. Because I have to wash it off again. All in about 10 minutes. And this brush really lets you get really close to the lash. Now, another tools that you actually want to have, you want to have different types of tweezers. The scissor type is really, really good. It lets you get really close. Tweezermate. Tweezermate, what I like about it is that it actually lets you get really, really, really close to like the few hairs that I have, because I tweeze my eyebrows once every like 8 months. But look at my hookies. I should actually have done a tutorial on like Walking Dead. But also lifetime sharpening. So you buy a tweezer man, and you have it for life. But so what I'm gonna do now is sharpeners. You can't ever have too many sharpeners, because each sharpener, believe it or not, usually has different shapes and sizes. This 401 is actually on sale right now for $3 online. Highly suggest you pick it up. The NYX is really good. This is an old school L'Oreal one that I have, and this is for really, really tiny little pencils, so it's really good. Okay, so where is my puppy that I need to show you? The torture device, as men call it. So I'm going to curl my lashes, and I'm going to put mascara on. Now, mascaras. Oh my god, what is the perfect mascara? I have gone through so many mascaras, and my biggest pet peeve is the fact that mascaras go bad every month and a half. If you didn't know that, well, now you know. Can you see it? L'Oreal's Manga Mascara is the answer and prayer to all mascaras. I have it in brown black and black noir. They are $6. I can toss these puppies away, and they are amazing. Right now I am going to use a black noir, and it's perfect. It fits anybody's budget, so who gives a shit? So anyways, which one's black noir? Black is black. Anyways. So, great application. Nothing gets left on this. The brush is a weird shaped brush, but it's large enough, and it does not clump. If you want it to clump, add a couple of layers. Who cares? And believe it or not, I mean, I have so many mascaras, But while I'm putting this on and applying it, because I really like to like get into every lash, Kat Von D's liquid eyeliner by far trumps MAC Cosmetics. MAC Cosmetics, I really only use them for lipsticks. And actually today I had a very bad experience with MAC Cosmetics, and I actually may start to boycott them. I like their lipsticks, but as far as service, they treat you like, if you don't know, if you don't know anything, or if you're not wearing stuff that looks like you're high end, you can basically like suck your dick, and I did not like that treatment at all. I don't play that. This is part of my eyeshadow stuff. These are my little indie mineral eyeshadows. So eyeliners, I have a lot. It depends on the mood and the effect that I'm going for. So right now I'm not looking for anything semi-permanent, so I'm just gonna use Makeup Forever. Pretty good eyeliner. NYX's eyeliner is very, very good, but it's actually a lot longer lasting. This, even though this is an aqua eye, the NYX is a kohl eyeliner, and it's also smudgeable, so it actually lasts a little bit longer, and when you smudge it, it's just fantastic. And I actually bought a Sonia Samshuk smudging brush for it. This is found at Target. Very good brush. I'm actually starting to like these brushes. They are synthetic, but they're very good quality. And Pixi also is a very good quality makeup line, and I'm starting to kind of gear towards that line. So just gonna put this in. I was gonna use a darker lip liner, but since I'm starting to see more of a dewy color on my skin, I may not. I may kind of go for like that sun-kissed, just look like I just went to the beach, and yeah. So I'll show you what I was gonna use, just because I was very excited about it. I got this Dior liner that you could actually use. It's kind of like a burgundy, blood burgundy. And I got this Sephora beautiful lipstick, but here's a but. I got a, no, that's not it. I got a lipstick somewhere over the rainbow. That was really pretty. And I can find it. Oh, by the way, yeah. This is where most of my makeup is. Please Me, Fashion Days, Perverted, Subtle, She Loves Kiss, Creme, Fatale, Bite Me Some More, Shame. Alright, I can't find my lipstick, so guess what? You're getting, oh, here it is. It's still in the box. Huh? Box trash. Alright, so, yeah, I'm gonna prep my lips again. I always, please. So, I had the hardest time finding a lip liner today, and that's what I meant by poor customer service today. And I just have the lip liner. What the fuck? What the fuck? Fuck me, service. There we go. So I had the hardest time today with customer service at MAC Cosmetics, and I was actually very disappointed. I actually ran into my aunt there, and I told her she should not take her business there. But anyways, I'm gonna, you know, that good stuff. And this is actually not a lip liner, it's actually an eyeliner, but I don't care. And this color is from MAC Cosmetics and it's called Bronze Shimmer. Because you're in Florida. What's winter? Who cares? So, let me fix my hair a little bit so I don't have to bend it. And now, I'm basically done. I'm going to, I think I look better with the clip. Oh no, where's the clip? I'm such a mess. I don't want to do the clip anyways. So, I'm going to set in my powder now. This is the It's All Face Powder Brush. I absolutely am in love with this brush. And I use the Laura Mercier High Definition Universal Setting Powder. You don't need much. So what I basically do is that I kind of just turn it over, tap it, and whatever's on there is what I use. So as you can see, it's very little. And then I kind of just go like this so it actually like sinks into the brush. And then I kind of just, and you're going to see that some of the shyness goes away. I'm still learning how to contour, leave me alone, okay? And we're done. So I hope this was informational and enlightening. If you notice, I didn't use a foundation powder or colored powder. This is completely clear. Used a lot of different products, but not very much of it. One color foundation, eyeshadow, and that's basically it. So this is me, and this is probably what I'll wear to work tomorrow. So love you all, my loves, and I hope you guys learn a little bit from me and pick up your own tricks. Play with makeup. Makeup is meant to reflect your inner beauty, and I'm very proud to say that at 35 or 34, I have learned to embrace myself, and it's a good year. It's a good year, and that's it. Just learn that you have to reflect what your inner beauty is, and my inner beauty is different every day, and I love to share it with the world, and I love to show people that I'm not just one person. I'm multiple personalities every day. And no, I'm not trying to sound crazy, but it is what it is. And this video is 54 minutes long, so if you actually watch it, you're really a good friend. So, good night, buenas noches, buonasera, and I will see you all, and I will talk to you later. Muchos besitos y muchos cariños de parte mía, y ojalá que la pasen muy bien, y abracitos, y bueno, hasta luego, bye.